Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another special ranking night. Tonight, I will be counting down my picks for the top 10 comedy films with Hypnosis. Now, this is nothing new for me on this channel. I've done rankings for Hypnosis scenes in movies, Hypnosis villains in movies. Even I did one with the top 10 horror films with Hypnosis. So this was the next logical step in this. So now, keep in mind I am not a huge fan of Jack Black, so do not expect to see Shallow Hal on this list, because number one, I don't like him, so I sure as hell don't want to see Jack Black get hypnotized. Alright, so with that being said, let's move on to our number 10 on this list. And that is Curse of the Jade Scorpion, released in 2001. Now this one was directed and starred Woody Allen and had Helen Hunt in there with him, getting hypnotized by the villainous David Ogden Stiers. Now, I wish they would have just left it be Helen Hunt alone in this scene, because having goofy-ass Woody Allen next to her in most of these sequences doesn't make it really as entertaining as it could have been. But it's a good enough movie to make my number 10 at least. All right, so coming in at number 9, we have Buford's Beach Bunnies, released in 1993. Now, this starred Tom Hanks' younger brother, Jim, who is hypnotized by the villain Dave Robinson. But it's not that is the reason that this made my list. It is because it has a scene in which he also hypnotizes Ricky Brando, Monique Parent, and Suzanne Ager. And that sequence is excellent in this film. And that's the main reason it makes my list. All right, so coming in at number 8, we have The Three Stooges Meet Hercules, released in 1962. Now in this one, the Three Stooges are sent back in time and meet Hercules and this villain, as played by George N. Neese. And he is excellent as this villain, and at one point he uses a potion to hypnotize Vicky Trickett's character. And she spends the rest of the film after that basically sitting around in a trance, which it was pretty cool. So that's the reason this one makes my list at number 8. All right, so let's move on to number 7. And my number 7 on this list is Transylvania Twist, released in 1989. The villain in this is Robert Vaughn, and he is just hamming it up and having a good time playing this Count Dracula-ish style character. You also have the awesome Angus Scrimm in here doing a bit of a parody of his Phantasm character in here, and that is excellent. But the scenes that you guys will want to see in this is there are several scenes in this in which the lovely Terry Copley is hypnotized. Excellent. All right, so coming in at number 6, we have Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, released in 1948. Now this one, of course, has Bela Lugosi reprising his role as Count Dracula. And as much as I don't like the fact that he was even in a film with Abbott and Costello, because it made jokes out of the Wolfman and Frankenstein, and I've said that in previous videos, but Count Dracula was pretty well done in this. And on top of hypnotizing both Abbott and Costello in here, he also hypnotizes the lovely Lenore Aubert in a pretty great sequence, only hampered by the fact that they show a reflection from Dracula in the mirror in this one sequence. But Jane Randolph also gets hypnotized by Dracula, but unfortunately, they didn't show it on screen. Missed opportunity there. All right, so coming in at number 5, we have Swing Fever, released in 1943. Now, this is a rare one on this list that doesn't have a hypnotic villain. It has Kay Kaiser, who plays a band leader guy that has a hypnotic eye, and he uses it at one point on Pamela Blake's Lois in an excellent sequence. And then near the end, he uses it on the lovely Marilyn Maxwell. Speaking of Marilyn Maxwell, coming in at number 4, we have Lost in a Harem, released in 1944. Now in this one, Douglas Dumbrell's villain hypnotizes not only Abbott and Costello, but also Marilyn Maxwell. And although it is hampered by having Abbott and Costello standing beside her, hypnotized as well, he keeps her in a trance through most of the movie, and is planning on marrying her and making her his bride in this. And it's, that was pretty cool. Of course, she does get saved, as was supposed to happen. Can't have the villain win. Number 3 for me is Eternally Yours, released in 1939. In this one, again, you do not have a real hypnosis villain in this. We have David Niven playing a magician, and Loretta Young plays his assistant and later wife. And there's a couple of little moments in here where he hypnotizes her, and they are very, very well executed sequences. All right, so coming in at number 2, we have Road to Rio, released in 1947. Now in this one, we get another villainous hypnotic character, and this is one of the greatest. I did not put her on my greatest hypnotic villains list, but looking back, I probably should have. Gail Sondergaard is excellent as this hypnotic villain in this movie. Not only does she hypnotize Bing Crosby and Bob Hope, but she hypnotizes the beautiful Dorothy Lamar in one of the best hypnosis scenes in cinema history, in my opinion. And coming in at number 1, we have Carefree, released in 1938. This one features, again, not really a hypnosis villain, but this one features Fred Astaire as a psychiatrist trying to help Ginger Rogers. And at one point, he hypnotizes that beautiful, lovely lady. And it is such a great sequence with this flashing light. And there are moments later on where he reinduces her and everything. And it's just such a great film. It's, in my opinion, it's one of Astaire and Rogers' best musicals of all time, although some people might debate that. But what do you think of my list? Do you agree with this list? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area on the channel right now where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing. And when that video goes up, it will go up for all Plus members to view prior to it going up on the regular schedule for other subscribers. So if you want to get interactive and help us to get more reviews on here that I might not normally review on the channel, become a Plus member.
And if you missed last week's ranking video, check out the link above. And if you missed any of our other ranking videos, check out this playlist and get caught up.